So you've probably heard the term social selling thrown around a lot, right? It's everywhere. But what does it actually mean? Is it just another corporate buzzword that's going to fade away, or is it a real shift in how we do business? Well, today we're going to cut through all that noise. We're going to take that term and turn it into a real, powerful strategy you can actually use.
Okay, be honest. When was the last time an unexpected sales call actually made your day? Yeah, I thought so. We've all gotten incredibly good at filtering out that kind of noise, right? It just makes you wonder, are the old ways of selling, the cold call, are they just completely broken now? And this slide, wow, it really lays it all out. On one side, you've got traditional sales. It's interruptive, it's focused on the pitch. But social selling? It completely flips the script. It's all about providing value, building real relationships, and earning trust before you ever ask for anything. The sale, that just becomes the natural next step, not some forced, awkward interruption. So yeah, we're really moving beyond the cold call here. This is all about a much more strategic and, frankly, more human way to connect with people, leaving those old, outdated methods in the dust. Okay, so let's get down to it. What is social selling? At its very core, it's just a modern approach to building trust. Forget about spamming people's inboxes. This is about completely changing how professional relationships even begin. And here's the simple definition. It's an approach that uses social media to attract, connect, and generate new business opportunities. Now pay attention to those first two words, attract and connect. That's where the magic is. It's not about the platform itself. It's about how you use that platform to draw people to you. And look, this whole thing didn't just pop up out of nowhere. It's really a natural evolution. Think about it. Back in the 2000s, social networks were just for chatting. Then they became a place to share content and build a bit of trust. And today, these professional networks are absolutely central to any modern sales strategy. All right, so that's the what and the why, but let's talk about the how. How does this actually work in the real world? How do you go from a simple online connection all the way to a real business conversion?
Well, for a lot of us, this is the main stage. Professional networks like LinkedIn. These platforms are literally built for this. They're where you showcase your expertise, share things that are actually useful, and build a rock-solid digital reputation. The whole point is to create value and establish trust long before you even think about having a sales conversation. So it really breaks down into 4 key pillars. First, you've got to build a strong digital presence, your professional brand. Second, you have to demonstrate your expertise by sharing useful, insightful content. Third, you use that content to build real, value-driven relationships. And finally, number 4, you're there to support the customer's decision-making process. You become less of a salesperson and more of a trusted guide.
Okay, now for the good part, the payoff. Why bother with all of this? Simple, because the benefits are an absolute game changer for anyone in business. First off, and this is a big one, you start generating qualified opportunities. Instead of constantly chasing people down, you start attracting them to you. You basically become a magnet for the right kinds of leads. People who are already interested in what you know and what you have to say. And what happens when you've already built that foundation of trust? Well, your conversion rates improve. The whole sales process just becomes smoother. It's more natural, way more effective. It's a no-brainer that your conversion rates are going to climb. Plus, this is about so much more than just the next sale. You're strengthening your entire professional network for the long haul. This becomes a real career asset, something that will keep paying dividends and creating opportunities for years and years. So when you look at the whole spectrum of advantages, you can really see the ripple effect. It improves your lead generation, it boosts your brand's visibility, it makes those first interactions with clients so much better. It really is a complete approach that just elevates everything you do on the sales front.
But wait, there's more. Let's take this a step further. Social selling is fantastic for one person, right? But it becomes an absolute powerhouse when your entire team gets involved. This is the real secret to scaling that success.
So that's the big question, isn't it? If one person doing this is good, how do you really amplify your reach? How do you get your message out across the entire market? What's that secret ingredient?
Well, here it is. The secret is your team. Just let this sink in for a second. Content that's shared by employees gets 8 times more engagement. 8 times! Their networks, their voices, that is the most authentic, most powerful engine for growth you could possibly have. And you know what the best part is? The technology to do this is already here, and it makes it super easy. Things called employee advocacy platforms.
These are basically tools that help your whole company share great content. They make it simple to equip your entire team and turn them all into powerful ambassadors for your brand.
So when you put it all together, what does it really mean? It means that when you do this right, social selling isn't just another tactic. It becomes a sustainable, competitive advantage. It completely transforms your company's entire digital presence. And that brings us to one last question for you to think about. Go take a look at your own online profile, your LinkedIn, or whatever you use. Is it just a dusty old resume listing your past jobs? Or is it an active, living engine that's out there building trust and creating value for your network every single day?